Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys are watching this. Alright, I'm doing my best buddies Rich Vibes team on here. I know this is Madden 22, but it's the only one I have, because I haven't played a Madden game in a while. So here we go. But on here we got Miles Sanders, there's Brandon Graham. Nice.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, guys, here we go.
We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his second season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 64 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now Ryan on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 46 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Go, Jalen.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he gets it down to the 32. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They run with Patterson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Ryan. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and the Falcons score to cap it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now back to work from Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it down here to the 43. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a carry for Sanders. 94 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Here's Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I haven't played Madden good hard bits.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. 7 yards to pick up there.
xIceburg on my iPad.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson.
There's a virus on your iPad. How did you get a virus?
In this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
But I don't know how I got it. I meant to say it is fixed, but I don't know how I got it.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play.
Can you stay at the Bears after this?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Wait, you want me to make a Bears franchise for you? Alright.
Now it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 1st down now, but that
the Bears are losing because they keep handing it to their bad running back, xIceburg.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy in the perimeter, he makes you go.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I accidentally pressed fake field goal shove thing.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. The Chargers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The rookie Trevor Lawrence with 3 touchdown passes.
Congrats to Trevor Lawrence in this game.
Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Tom Brady. 4 touchdown passes in the victory. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan,
Eagles like to see that, right?
Half. His
Cowboys
3
getting blown up like
his
that.
Guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Oh my God,
and
that's
Charles
embarrassing,
Davis.
Prescott. That's embarrassing. Oh my goodness.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the
Birdland
half.
Entertainment is live.
Is he?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let me say something about you and see what she says.
In the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
Incompletion.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll try the left side. Patterson, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's Smith. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The ball didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He said when I said something about you, he said no, I told you.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick-6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion.
He says I won't be allowed to talk about you, and he told me.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field.
What do you mean? Is that what he said right now?
First half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely, just that 1 pick, but the 3 touchdowns so far. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
He is very aggravated.
Last time, we'll see what they can get here.
Is he really?
Got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
You need me to go on history right now?
End with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go again with Scott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on first down. Scott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Scott. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. On 3rd down, Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter.
He is getting very mad.
Again, a run with Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
I've already streamed. I just wanted to get that touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to go, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Are you gonna pretend to rape me with him like you did?
Right back to Pitts again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Is he getting that mad over
Here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch
my
him
YouTube
drive
channel
to
name
what would be
is?
a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Will you pretend to agree with him?
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
I have to know how he's acting and
Call
what
it gutsy
he's
type of
saying
throw.
before I just
I think
do
he
that.
looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Patterson on the carry. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Davis is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Scott with it again on 2nd. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Scott with it again on 2nd. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that is
Can you not pretend to agree with me?
there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
Can
to me,
you
300
not
yards
pretend to
still
agree with
signifies
me?
excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the 3rd highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front 4.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 6. A minute 45 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. On first down, it's Scott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Scott with it again on 2nd.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Scott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On the carry, this is Scott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's Gainwell.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Atlanta, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home.
Not how I wanted that to happen, but... Oh, that's so...
Don't he pretend to agree with him?
Ooh. Dang, everybody in the division's 0-1. Cody, who's saying pretending with him? Who's saying that? Why do you keep saying that, bro?
Guess who is playing as Milwaukee? Fly Eagles fly.
Huh. What's up, Christian? Fly Eagles fly. Yeah, I'm doing that for my best buddy because he's an Eagles fan, so yeah. But somebody wanted me to check on some other streamer right now.
I have 3 tests this week.
Cody, I just said, did you say he got mad or something when he said my name? He just said he didn't do nothing to you, Cody, so something's up. No, he's playing not as Milwaukee, he's playing as the Mets. I don't know why he's playing the Mets.
You think I am lying?
No, I don't think you're lying. I said, did you do something to Cody? Did you ban him? And he said he didn't do anything to you. And I said, all because he said me? He said he didn't do anything to you. No, I believe you, Cody. It's just, he said that. Type something in his chat, and I'm...
Did you just hear that?
Yeah, he just said we've talked about this so many times. He said so many darn times, and then I just said I think he doesn't like the Penguins or Sidney Crosby.
I am going to bed soon.
I don't know. He's not saying anything. Ever since I brought up Sidney Crosby in his chat, he's not saying anything now. So, that's... I mean, Birdland Entertainment, Cody. I mean, you don't get me wrong. He might be a good streamer when it comes to baseball and all that, but I just don't think he... I don't know. He's just not the kind of streamer, though. But hold on. I'm going to stream something different, guys, because I don't feel like playing Madden right now.